Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Heart of a Wanderer. Today I'm going to talk about a travel app which I use to track my expenses during the travel and before my travel so that I know that I'm not going over budget. So without wasting any time, let me take you to my mobile screen to show you the app. So today I'm going to talk about an app which I use on each and every trip of mine. It really helps me to plan my budget and keep a track of my expenses before and during the trip. So this is my screen of my phone and my app is already installed. It's called Trave Pocket. You can see down here the blue icon, and that's my wallpaper. You see my life, my rules. Okay, so I'm going to open and talk about it. So when I open this app, it's going to take me to the home page, and these are the trips I have done and kept a track of. So now you want to add your trip, so you click this button on the right bottom, the plus sign, and it will take you to this page, and here you need to put the country you're planning to go to. For example, if you're planning to go to Singapore, so Singapore, and then you say add travel. It'll take you to this page, and then you need to put your start and ending date of your travel. For example, I'm starting my trip on the 15th of April and ending on 22nd of April. Well, currently it's a lockdown, so nobody's traveling anywhere, but this is just for example. And travel country is Singapore, so I can also scroll down over here. I can see it here in the middle, Singapore, or you can even search from here on the bar. You can just type in the country name, and then it will come up here, and then you go to Singapore, and that's it. And then it'll show you this budget and a cover photo. So cover photo is just like if for customization. So if you want, you can change it. You can just click on it, and it will take you to your gallery, and you can choose any pictures which are already there, and then you can use that as a cover photo. And then you can just click on this add currency and budget. On that, you come to this page, and then it says currency Singapore dollars. Budget, you don't put anything, and it automatically calculates the exchange rate. So $1 is 53.58 rupees. Okay, and this is done. So you press done. Now you need to add another currency, which is your currency, which is Indian rupees. So then you find Indian rupees over here. Okay, and then you put your budget. So because you're obviously going to calculate your budget in Indian rupees. So for example, your budget is 55,000 rupees. Okay, so that's it, and then you click on done. So now it is showing you two currencies over here, Singapore dollars and INR, and your budget is 55,000 rupees Indian. And this is your cover photo. If you want to change it, you can change it. Otherwise, you can leave it. Then you click on done, and this is the page it will open up to. So you can see at the bottom there is balance of 55,000, which is your budget. Spending is 0 because we haven't put in any expenses yet. And on the left tab, you can see there is all, and P for preparation, and all your dates on the left. Okay, so preparation is for your expenses which is before the trip, before you actually reach Singapore. So for example, you want to put your flights before the trip, so then you click on the plus sign on the bottom right, and then you have all these categories over here. So I have already made few categories for myself. You can actually customize this category. So if you feel you need any extra categories, you can make extra categories, or they have some standard ones which you can use. So for example, my category on the first row, I can see flight. So I will click on flight, and then there is just on the top left, you will see SGD, which is Singapore dollars, but we are going to pay for the flights in Indian rupees. So then you click on SGD and you change the currency to Indian rupees. Okay, now just under the Indian rupees sign, there is a small icon for cash over here. So if you click on that, it changes to credit card. If you click on the card, it changes to cash. Okay, so depends on how you paid for the flight. So for example, if you booked it online, you paid by credit card, then you can leave it over here. Okay, and one more thing, just under the Indian rupee sign, you can see a small symbol of minus. Okay, that means you're spending money. If you click on that minus, it changes to plus. That means you're adding money to your budget. Okay, so if you're going to spend money, keep it on minus. And now you've chosen flights, and now you will put your details in the middle over here in item name, and you can say Indigo, Indigo flight, and then there are some more icons. There is a date over here, so you can date of when did you book your flight. So depending on that, you can choose your date and time over here, date and time. And then there are three more icons. So the middle one is for a image. So if you want to put a picture of your bill, your invoice, or anything which related to your flight, then you can choose and put the picture over here. Okay, and there is next to the picture there is also a note thing. So if you want to write any note about this thing, about this expense, you can put it over here. And Indigo flight, and for example, you paid say you paid about you got a very good deal and you paid say 18,500. Okay, you can see the amount has come on the top. Okay, and then you press save. Now it's gone into your accounts and it says 18,500 Indigo flight. Next to that there is a credit card icon, so that means you have paid by credit card, and that's it. And now you see at the bottom your spending is showing 18,500 and your budget has gone down to now 36,500 is left for you to spend now. So like this you can add for your visa, for your insurance, for your taxi to the airport. All this you can add. So for example, there is like transportation. If I want to add, so sightseeing, you can see transport on the third row. On the last one on the right hand side is transport, and I can just click on transport and I can say taxi to airport, and I spent about like say 250 rupees, 250 Indian rupees, and I paid cash. So cash symbol is already on top. So that's it, and I'll say save. So that's it. Now 250 for the airport and um, uh, 18,500. Okay, I think the airport should have come into the actually date of the travel, which is like 15th when I'm going. Okay, by mistake I put it in the preparation, but you get the idea. So that's it. You can keep adding all your expenses like this on every day, like whenever you are in Singapore you can. So for example, now you have reached Singapore and now you want to add taxi from airport to hotel in Singapore dollars. So now first thing you will do is you will click on the rupee sign, and then you will change it to Singapore dollars. Okay, and then you will say you want category, you will choose is transport, and then say taxi to hotel. All right, and then you will choose your, the date is already there, 15th, or you can change it, and the same notes picture of, of the bill or whatever, and that's it. And then you put the amount. So for example, you spent about 20 $22 and Singapore dollars, and then you click on save. So now it shows you Singapore dollars 22 taxi to hotel. Now you see the spending, it is calculating in Indian rupees because you want everything to be in Indian rupees, right? So you have done the settings earlier. So 1178 is the Indian equivalent for Singapore dollars 22, and now your balance has also come down. So like this you can keep adding for everything on your trip. And if you want to check your accounts during the trip, then you can just click here on top where it says Singapore and it says all cash and card. So it is showing you all cash and cards transactions. So if you want only cash only transactions, it will show you only cash only transactions. If you say card only, or better to keep it on all cash and all card, so you get a full idea of how much you're spending in total. And then on the top right, you will see this like a pie chart. Okay, you click on the, it gives you a very nice diagram of telling you where you're spending money or most of your money. So right now we have only spent in two categories, like flights and taxis. So it is showing only because most of the amount you spend on is on the flight, and then taxi you spent a little bit. So as you keep on adding expenses, the colors keep changing and the categories keep showing. So at all times you're aware, like, of all your expenses on your food, your partying, your taxi, your shopping, everything. Okay. And on the top right there is again the settings, and here you can do your settings. You can delete this travel, and travel setting will take you back to the currency and budget and everything. So travel settings will take you back to this page. Okay, but we have already done this. And then budget currency setting, again it will take you over here if you want to add any more currencies, but I don't think you will need all this. um, After the trip, if you want to export this, the details of this trip, you can export it into an Excel file or CSV, comma separated values file. Normally people choose Excel file. So if you choose Excel file, it will tell you, okay, you can even share it with your friends on WhatsApp, or your family, or yourself. Okay, so this is how it will, you can share it by email, everything. And then it will make a nice Excel file, and you can keep it for your reference for later. So this is the app, and I really love this app, and I use it on all my travels, and it's very easy to use. It looks good, the very user friendly, and most of the features like you need are free. But if you want to use like export to Excel file, and if you want to change categories, and if you want to use customized icons like for the taxi and everything like flights, then you need to pay a little amount. So I bought this like last year, and it cost me about 130 Indian rupees, which is about less than $2 for the Android version. So they have for both Apple and Android. I'm not sure what is the price for Apple, but I would really highly recommend that you go for the upgrade, because it's very cheap, and it's really helpful. And 130 rupees or 150 rupees is not much. I mean, that's less than what you spend in for a coffee in Starbucks. And but this is lifetime, and you can use it in multiple devices, not only in this one device. So if you are using the tablet, you can use it on the tablet also. Okay, two other, so no problem. So I would really suggest you to use this app, so that you are always aware of how much you're spending, and if you're going over budget or what. All right, so that's all I wanted to show you for now. I have more reviews of more travel apps coming up, so make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this channel, comment on the channel, and share it with your friends and family, those who are interested in travel, because I will keep putting up a lot of information, a lot of videos on traveling, because I have been traveling for many years, and I've learned a lot by being on the ground. And so I have a lot of ideas and tips to share, so that when you plan your trip, you know what to expect and how to plan better, and so that you can have a good trip without any bad surprises. All right, so that's all for now. Thank you very much for your time, and hope to see you soon again.